Over 2 years ago, I did a really crappy review on the Deko Pro stick welder. Get the suspense out of the way. So that's the main thing. This is the Amazon unit. It's super cheap. You can buy these. I think I bought it at the time for like $130, $140. I think it's even cheaper than that today, which is impressive because things are only getting more expensive everywhere else. I thought it might be a good time to circle back on the old Deko Pro and talk about how well it's held up over the last 2 years and many rods later. I've put together a lot of projects with this thing. I've built a tornado-proof fence in Moore, Oklahoma, the home of the F5 tornado. That thing has held up very well over the last 3 seasons. I've built motor mounts for the jet boat, stands for my beehives. I've custom-made tractor implements. I've fixed trailers. I can't even remember all the stuff I've done with this machine, and now I am tackling this monster double French door, 1/4-inch steel framed project. And I figured now would be a good time to really talk about whether or not this is a good machine for home use. And it is December 2022, so it's almost Christmas time. So if you're thinking about a gift that you want for yourself or for someone else and you're wondering, is this really a capable machine, or is it just a giant pile of crap on Amazon? Hopefully this will help you. What you see before you is 3 by 4 inch, 1/4-inch thick angle iron. Right here we've got 14, 15, 16 10-foot pieces assembled here. We've got 1/4-inch hinge plates, 1/4-inch door handles, everything thick, everything a 1/4-inch thick, I should say. This thing running on 110 on a 20 amp breaker has ran this flawlessly. Now, if you were to go to the 220, you'd probably get a little more penetration out of it. You could probably go to 3/8 pretty easy, maybe even stick some 1/2 inch together. But if you're looking for an Amazon unit, you're probably not needing to weld 1/2 inch material. 1/4 inch is probably about the thickest you're gonna need, as is my case. Now, if I ever need to do something thicker, I will probably just see what works. It's worth mentioning I've used a bunch of different rods right here, or for this project, I'm using an 8-inch 7018. This is a DC machine inverter welder. For the longest time, I was using 7018 AC rods, and that still worked fine. I didn't even care. But like I mentioned, the really nice thing about this is that you can run this off a 20 amp breaker or circuit. I even had this thing going while my dad was running the grinder. I mean, I'm going balls to the wall, laying fat beads. My dad is grinding his heart out, and this thing never tripped. I take that back. It did trip the breaker one time, but we ran for hours like that. And I don't know if this was just at its duty cycle, which I very rarely ever hit. I never have to stop and wait on this thing. It's never not worked when I need it to. Trip the breaker one time, and I'll show you. This is just a little dinky 20 amp circuit split breaker. All right, check it out. We're on 110. Woo! And the shop is under construction, so cut me some slack. Also, this isn't my wiring here, but this is the one we're on. That's what's running the welder. So we're not on 220. We're not on some 40 amp. We're on that little bitty girl. So I'm not going to go too in detail on this specific project, but I just want to say that after 2.5 years of owning this and beating the dog crap out of it, it is still working like brand new. Now, I have had to replace the ground clamp, and I do believe I've replaced the stinger as well, but you're going to have to do that on any machine, no matter what quality machine or no matter how expensive a machine as you buy. These pieces aren't going to last forever. Now this one might. That's kind of heavy duty. But the ones they send you are a little cheap, but they do work just fine. I will show you a quick bzz on some 1/4-inch stuff, just so you believe what I'm saying. I'm not full of crap. And you be the judge if it's going to be good enough for you. I will say that video I posted back September of 2020, I put an affiliate link in. I know, that's maybe cheesy, but what I found out, I've had dozens of people buy this welder using that link, and not a single person returned it. And it tells you if it was been returned, because then they take that money back. Every single person who bought this machine kept it. And that tells me that everyone else is having the same positive luck with this thing that I am. And to me, that speaks more to the quality and the value you get with this versus just a review on Amazon or some schmuck making a video about how good it is trying to get affiliate sales. It really does work. All right, so we've got 2 1/4-inch pieces of angle. What I have found is that it's not the welder or the welder that's as important as having good, clean metal, and that probably sounds obvious, but it wasn't to me when I started, and I'm still not good, but I'm getting better. Here we go. Okay. Shut up. Chip. For the love of it. There we go. Yeesh. That's a fatty. So, probably going a little slow. Probably could have ran a little hotter. But, let's take you on in closer here. Or just move you closer. Why am I zooming? So you can see that it penetrates pretty good. That's hot. We'll flip it over here in a minute. Oh yeah. Oh, come on. Just come off in one chunk like you do for the good YouTubers. So listen, you're not going to take pictures of that and share it on Instagram, but by God, I ain't a damn welder neither. I just weld things. You see we got good penetration on the back side. I think I probably should have ran it a little hotter. But I mean, that ain't coming apart. No sir. So if this level of quality is good enough for you like it's good enough for me, it's not much of a gamble, 120 bucks. And that would grind beautifully. I don't grind anything because I don't really care. I just need it to be strong. I don't really care how it looks. But I do care about it being strong. So with that bad boy, up to 1/4 inch, you're in good shape. And it's honestly, it could go bigger. If anyone is interested in seeing like a 1/2 inch test, I'd be more than happy to go to the metal supply place and get a little chunk of 1/2 inch and see what we can do, but I don't have a need for it. So I will leave another link, and if you click on it and buy it, I'll get like 28 cents. I do appreciate that. That's like 1/3 of a way to my morning iced coffee. So thanks guys, hope this is helpful.